2017 then was the last time we saw Arsenal in a Champions League fixture. Today that changes as we have a tricky fixture away from home against Juventus, which is followed by an away trip, another London derby up against West Ham United. Let's hope our return to Champions League football isn't a short one. Welcome back in then, viewers. I hope you're doing well. It's another episode of the Arsenal Football Manager 22 save. Thanks for joining me. I hope that this will be another good episode. Last time out then was a 2-1 victory over Manchester United. Aubameyang with the winner in the second half. A decent performance. Since then, we've pushed on a little bit and we've had some varying results. We went up against Hull following the international break and we just scraped through in the Carabao Cup on penalties. We heavily rotated. I thought that we were going to still put them aside quite easily. It was a really disappointing performance. Luckily, we won on penalties. Ainsley Maitland-Niles put us in the lead in the first half with a penalty as well. We didn't really create much. Hull are a championship side, and it doesn't seem as though our reserve squad, our rotation squad, are as good as I might have thought they were. They probably won't be seeing minutes again for the foreseeable future. In terms of the Carabao Cup, our draw was quite tough. We came up against Chelsea in the fourth round, which is an episode I'll probably bring to you after this one. Fixtures after the whole result went back to our first team, a 3-0 win over Fulham. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 2 goals. We put them aside quite easily in the first half. Premier League-wise, a 3-0 win followed against Southampton. And as you can see, we're scoring quite a few goals. And more importantly, our goals are now coming from all across the pitch. Partey's getting involved in. Kunku's got a few. Szoboszlai's got a few. Obviously, Calvert-Lewin and Aubameyang, they're probably going to be our main goal threats throughout the course of this season, but I'm glad that the midfield are starting to contribute. We also started our Champions League group with an away fixture to Lyon. We went 1-0 up early and Shaqiri scored in the second half. A 1-1 draw. It would have been nice to start the Champions League group stage with a win, and it would have given us a little bit less pressure going into this Juventus game. Talking of Juventus, they are currently sitting in second in Serie A. They've only had 1 defeat. They started, though, the group stage quite poorly. A 3-0 defeat for Juventus in their first group stage game then against Real Sociedad. I thought Real Sociedad would probably finish bottom of the group. And I thought it might have been between ourselves and Juventus to top the group. But maybe I've had a little bit of a mistake about Real Sociedad. They seem to be a really good side, and it will see us go up against Alexander Isak as well, a player that we were really interested in. The big squad news for Juventus then is that following Real Madrid's purchase of Lewandowski from Bayern Munich, Juventus have taken Karim Benzema from Real Madrid. So he will be someone we have to watch out for, especially away from home. I'm expecting the likes of Chiesa to play, but Benzema's going to be a real danger man up front. We know his quality, and in big games in particular, he's always shown up for Real Madrid. Champions League, he's never let them down. So we need to make sure we keep him quiet in this match. Funnily enough, talking of Juventus, I manage them over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/WaynesWorld20_. In Season 2 of our Juventus save. Come and see how we compare against the team that we're going to face against Arsenal. Link in the description below. To bring you up to date with the Premier League table then, we're currently sitting in second on goal difference. Our 1 defeat obviously coming to Manchester City, first away game of the season. But we're doing quite well and we're sticking up with Chelsea, which is a huge positive. Spurs and Manchester City both have a game in hand, but as it stands at the minute, the top 5 teams are all separated by only 4 points. That's going to have to be a level of consistency if we want to challenge for the title, which I think we're maybe not at that stage yet this season. More next season if we can get some more reinforcements in, get some more quality in across the pitch, then we'll be looking for the title. But if we are thinking about a title challenge this year, this is the sort of level we're going to have to stick up with. I don't see Chelsea dropping very many points this year. Manchester City as well. Spurs have bounced back after a poor season last season. Obviously Liverpool, they've started slow by their standards, but they're still only 4 points away from us. Manchester United, they're 12 points behind us, so I'm glad we've got that little bit of a buffer to them. Again, the main priority is at least to qualify for the Champions League again through the league, as well as bring home some silverware. Let's get into the action then, and our first game up against Juventus. I'm hoping it will be our first win of the group stage. We're making a couple of changes because given there is this Winter World Cup this season, we need to make sure that our players are fit and firing. We need to make sure that we're rotating every so often, but this time not as much as the poor rotation that we done against Hull. So we've got Aaron Ramsdale still in goal, Tomiyasu at right back, Ben White, Gabriel and Ainsley Maitland-Niles on that left side. Kieran Tierney's feeling a little bit fatigued, so he'll miss out today. Kamara, our new signing in the summer, playing in that DM role instead of Thomas Partey. Zakaria on the left-hand side of the midfield three as that box-to-box mid. And Emil Smith-Rowe, whose development has been fantastic from last season to this season as our attacking centre mid. Ødegaard plays as the advanced playmaker on the right. Martinelli comes in on that left-hand side, another one who has developed really, really well since season 1. And Aubameyang takes up his space up front. Tricky start up for us then, away from home to Lyon and now away from Juventus. Looking at that, they're setting up in a 4-4-2. Kulusevski, Chiesa, Benzema and Morata, they're all going to be quite dangerous. So we're going to have to keep our heads switched on defensively. If we can make sure we avoid defeat today against Juventus, I definitely think we can top the group. This is probably going to be our biggest test of this group stage. Getting the two toughest away fixtures out of the way, ideally without any injuries and with a decent amount of points, is hopefully a positive that we can take on to the rest of the group stage. First highlight then, and it's Ødegaard whips in a ball. Martinelli looked offside. He looked really offside there. I don't think this is going to stand. It's potentially 1-0, but I think that this goal will be ruled out. He did look quite offside. A quick free kick it looked like from Ødegaard. Yeah, goal disallowed. It was a bit intelligent play there from Ødegaard. Good quick free kick, but Martinelli was way offside there. I'm not even too sure why they had to go to VAR for that. We've managed to limit Juventus then so far. They haven't seemed like they're much of a threat on the attack. Obviously trying not to jinx it too much as Ødegaard goes close with a decent shot from outside the box. Coming up towards half-time, 0-0 is a score that I'm quite happy with, simply because away from home it's a tough environment going to the Juventus Stadium. But here they have a chance to go into the lead at 1-0 at half-time, potentially. Bentancur's on a yellow card, something we might be able to take advantage of in the second half. Kulusevski pings it out wide. Chiesa, who's a quality player, into the box, finds Kulusevski, and it's a poor volley over the top. That's their first real big chance of the first half. Now then, can we create something ourselves? Ødegaard slips in Aubameyang. He has the pace. It's a poor finish. He probably should be slotting that home. There was a lot of space at that near post. Half-time there, 0-0. It's okay, but given the chances that we've wasted, that Aubameyang one at the end of the first half, I feel like we should be leading. At the moment, we've kept things on balance. We can always up it to positive or attacking if we need to later on. But I feel like we've been playing quite well. And the first highlight of the second half does go to ourselves. Kamara gives it away. Chiesa is another one on the yellow card. Something that we can potentially take advantage of. Well tracked back. Ben White intercepts. That's good defending. Can we set up something? We're not going to counter. We don't move the ball that quickly. But if we can pass it around and maybe set off some movement from our front three, there we go. A good ball out wide to Martinelli. Drifts inside. Finds Zakaria. Is there any movement? Yes, there is. Smith-Rowe is in. Lays it off to Aubameyang, but it's fantastic defending from De Ligt. Very unfortunate. It lands straight back to Emil Smith-Rowe. Arsenal 1, Juventus 0. I feel bad for De Ligt there because that's fantastic defending. But we take those round here. It's a fantastic ball from Zakaria. Finds Emil Smith-Rowe, who laid it off to Aubameyang on a play. It was probably going to be a goal from Aubameyang anyway. A fantastic challenge from De Ligt, and it lands straight back to Smith-Rowe. Free kick to Juventus, dangerous area. Ravella to the back post. De Ligt is there. It's header on target. Given his last-ditch defending in our goal, you couldn't have really been too upset if he was to score from that header. But Ramsdale does go long. We don't necessarily like going long like that. I'm not too sure why he's doing that, but Gabriel wins the header. We can't keep possession though, and Kulusevski has a chance to set something up. Morata back to Kulusevski, finds Cuadrado at right back. Morata's in here. Will he square it? No, he should have had a shot on goal, but Cuadrado has the ball again. Finds Kulusevski, back to Cuadrado. Moise Kean has come on, and it's 1-1. That's a really well-worked goal by Juventus. Poor defending from us. Did he come on for Benzema? That would be a bit interesting. If we kept Benzema that quiet, they had to bring on Moise Kean. But Cuadrado with the assist on that right-hand side. Some good play with Kulusevski. And Moise Kean, great control and fantastic finish at the far post, 1-1. We are going to make some changes then, because since their goal, we've not really done much. And Martin Odegaard is on a bit of an injury. So we're going to bring on Bukayo Saka on that right-hand side. Also, Zachariah is not particularly playing as well. So we're going to bring on Lukonga and move Kamara a little bit more forward. See if he can get involved that way. And then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is going to switch with Martinelli. And we're going to bring on Velasco on that left-hand side. Hopefully give us a lot of pace and attacking impetus with him and Martinelli up front. I don't think we're going to be too concerned in terms of tired legs in the rest of this second half. But I'd love to come away from this away game with 3 points if we can. I feel like we've been the better side. Doesn't seem as though we're going to find the winner. We have upped it to positive. No more chances have happened. Lyon are beating Real Sociedad as it looks like at the minute. So, group as it stands is pretty close. We've drawn 1-1. That means 2 points from our first 2 games. Juventus are bottom of the group at the minute with 1. Let's show you the group as it stands after 2 games. As you can see there, 2 draws for us from 2. We're currently sitting in 3rd. Sociedad with the win over Juventus sitting in 2nd. Lyon, good result for them up against Sociedad, and then the draw against us sees them top of the group. But it's all still to play for. All 4 of us at the minute can qualify. I still want to go through top of the group to get the easiest possible fixture in the knockout stage. Not the best result then, but certainly not the worst. We're moving forward then, an away game at the London Stadium against West Ham, a huge London derby. We need to get results from these games if we do want to challenge for the title this year. And we have to just make sure that we're staying in and around that top 4 throughout the rest of the season. So a couple of subplots then ahead of the game against West Ham United. They sacked David Moyes at the beginning of the season, and they've replaced him with ex-Arsenal manager Unai Emery. Obviously, he did get one over Mikel Arteta in the Europa League when he was in charge of Villarreal. So it would be nice to see him again up against Arsenal, but we do want to make sure we keep the advantage and get one over Emery this time. His memories of being at Arsenal are probably not fond ones, and obviously he was sacked. That's not a position that I want to find myself in. And also the draw for the quarter-final stage of the Carabao Cup has taken place. If we get past Chelsea, we have a North London derby against Spurs. And if you remember last season, they knocked us out, and they knocked us out pretty convincingly. A 3-0 win, I think it was, at their stadium. So if we're going to win this Carabao Cup, it looks like we're going to have to win it the hard way. We are the early kickoff today, so it's an opportunity to go to the top of the league. We've got a couple of injuries. Let's show you the lineup for the fixture against West Ham. Odegaard picked up a little knock against Juventus, so we're bringing in Bukayo Saka on that right-hand side. Calvert-Lewin comes in for Aubameyang, who is a little bit tired, and Wilfried Zaha comes in on that left-hand side ahead of Gabriel Martinelli. In midfield, we're at full strength against Szoboszlai is over his knock. He comes in alongside Nkunku and Partey. Both were rested in the Champions League against Juventus. Tierney, Gabriel, Ben White. Chambers comes in instead of Tomiyasu. He's apparently trained quite well, so we want to reward his performance in training with a start today, and Aaron Ramsdale is in goal. First half an hour has been played then. No highlights so far. Away to West Ham, they are always going to make it difficult. I would have liked to see us with a few more chances. First highlight of the game does seem to be going in their favour. Declan Rice, a player who I'm a huge fan of. Surprised he's actually still at West Ham. This is good football. Souček is in. Was he offside? I think he's onside. This might be 1-0 to West Ham. It could be a little bit of a sucker punch, a little bit of a blow for us. I think he's onside. I don't know who it was that's kept him on, but I think it is a goal. Declan Rice heavily involved in the build. This is really, really good football from West Ham. Rice plays it through, and it's Kieran Tierney keeping him onside. Souček makes it 1-0 to West Ham. It's been a poor start from us. I would have liked us to show a little bit more attacking intent. Yeah, he's clearly onside there. Poor positioning from Gabriel and Kieran Tierney. 1-0 to West Ham. Can we hit back then straight away? Callum Chambers down this right-hand side. Plays it into Saka. Saka's actually been playing quite well over recent games, so it would be nice to see that level of performance continue. Szoboszlai gets the shot on target, and Livakovic parries over. Half-time then, 1-0 down, and we are in a little bit of trouble. Their one shot on target is what's created the goal. We need to do something to get back into this game in this second half. We're definitely going to go much more attacking. Nothing is happening in this second half whatsoever. 69 minutes have gone, so we are now going to make some substitutions to try and change this game. Calvert-Lewin's been really disappointing. Boslai, he's going to come off, and we're going to bring on in the midfield. Odegaard's not 100% fit, but we are going to bring him on there. Who else can we make a difference with? Velasco's going to come for Wilfried Zaha, who's been absolutely disappointing yet again. That loan deal is starting to kind of bite us in the back a little bit there, I think. And then Kamara's going to come on for Callum Chambers, and we're going to move Ben White over to that right-hand side. He can play at right back. He's done it quite well, especially at Brighton before he joined Arsenal. So those are the 3 changes we're going to make. Hopefully it can make a little bit of a difference. Going attacking doesn't seem to have helped us whatsoever, so we've dropped it back down to balanced. Is there a free kick in our favour? Yes, there is. And Martin Odegaard stands over it. Left-footed, whips it in. Livakovic tips it wide. We've had more shots. We've had more shots on target, but no luck in front of goal just yet. Time slowly ticking away then, and it looks as though West Ham are going to come away with the victory. Our second loss of the season. This is a game I really didn't expect us to lose. It's a disappointing result. 1-0 to West Ham. We've not managed to go top of the league when we had an opportunity to put the pressure on the likes of Chelsea, the likes of Man City. That is a poor result. Definitely felt like we were the better side there, and we stay in second. Man City have an opportunity to go above us if they win. If Spurs win and then win their game in hand, they're above us. 1 win in 4 then in our last games. We're going to have to turn things around form-wise if we want to qualify top of the group and stay in that top 4. I'm going to play on for a couple of games. I'll probably get through the Real Sociedad game and also the Leicester home game as well. But I will bring you that 4th round tie against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. And remember, the winner of that tie goes up against Spurs in the quarterfinal stage. I hope you've enjoyed the episode today. I apologise that the results didn't necessarily go our way, but we will do our best to bounce back. If you are enjoying the content, if you have enjoyed the episode, feel free to hit that like button down below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. We're aiming for 100 subscribers on the channel, and I'd love it if you wanted to get involved in Wayne's World if you are enjoying the content. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I will see you for the next one.